I thought, you know what? We did all this testing. We did all this blah, blah, blah. There's nothing like the actual moment in game with identical everything that you can test. And here's the deal. We just did the update. We're just signing in. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I am Madcapper and this is another video on Watcher of Realms. It's time to figure it out. You know, we can do all the tests on test server, we can play around, we can do the numbers, we can do on our typing machines and say many things. But the reality is there's only one way to figure out what happened with Boreas, and that's to test him with the exact same gear. So that's what we're gonna do. Yesterday, ran GR1, eyes closed. Today, now, let's find out what happens. I should have recorded him without Power of Dominance yesterday. The forethought had left the building. However, we do have Power of Dominance off. You see it there? We're gonna hit fight. Here's the team. I'm just gonna make sure we've got good gear. I just want to make sure on this one. I mean, we could star up, but there's no need. Okay, so this is the team we're gonna go with. Don't worry about Silas. He's just there for the very end. When it comes down to boss killing. Maybe actually we're gonna take Silas out because I'm gonna tell you we didn't use Silas originally. We actually used Comet. So here's our Comet just so we see what comes. 14.9, 294 crit damage, very slow right now. Attack interval 2.2 seconds, but we don't really use him a whole lot, so that's kind of where he's at. Boreas, he's got the Tear of Twilight at 22, very beautiful little piece of gear. He's in, of course, Infernal Roar, and his total stats are 16,596, 1.5 seconds, 309 crit damage, 27 rage regen. Let's see if we can beat it now without Power Dominance. Now, this is how we beat it originally. With Comet on the one side, him on the other. We're gonna see what happens. Now, first thing, we're gonna put Eye down. We've used her since beating it. We'll put our boy down. We aren't going to use Comet till the very end. We want to see if Boreas can do the bulk of the workload here. Actually, I think I want to put her. Did he get that? Okay. And then okay. Just because she's a little bit slower. So what we're going to do is we just have to wait for Dolores. You know, I have her in Keen Wisdom, but boy, it would be nice to have her in that horn like I have Autumn in that horn. Okay, so let us see. We're going to put down our Hollow, face her up. We don't want her healing Ardea. We want that to be... Okay, so let's do this. Let's do this. We don't want her to heal Ardea. Ardea is going to do her best damage with no health, and she's going to sit behind. She's not going to die, so I'm not very worried about it. We're going to put Elowen over on this side. She's going to make sure that the champions on that side live. And then as soon as we get a chance, we're going to put down our Laurel. And I guess, it doesn't really matter. Okay. Once we start seeing some damage up in the top corner. Same with Elowen. Can do that. Okay, he's above 50, so we're just gonna do this. We're gonna repop there. We're gonna put her down. That's the team. This is the team we use. And at the very end, we'll put down Comet after our last pull of Elowen. We'll put Comet on that side so that he can get all this natural. Actually, you know what? We can actually probably put him down. Yeah, but I want the test to be pure. I want this to see what happens here. Yeah, we can probably use her here. He's the only one getting damage, but the quicker he gets to his ult, the better, I guess. She seems to be doing fine. Everyone's fine. Elva's fine. We're going to get another set of ults here right away. I definitely notice it. I definitely notice a difference, whether that's just yeah, put a little bit stronger gear on him. Remember that I have the advantage of power of dominance, right? Like, I don't have to worry too much about it because the power of dominance is, I can already tell based on what he's doing with power dominance, he's not going to have a problem, even with the nerfs. The question remains is how is he going to be prior? Now, I'm going to keep her here. I think I want to not burn her just yet. We're going to do this. Maybe we'll get that proper. All right, now we can ult. Now, here's one of the big things is we're not going to get those ults to that far left side with him. So there's going to be a lot more left over on the far left side. Hopefully I can mitigate some of that. Also, I want to make sure that we keep some alive over on that side. We don't need to use Hollow here, her ult. We're not in any danger of death. We got these ones coming soon, so that's what we want to save that for. We also want to make sure the totem is handy. I actually probably shouldn't have used the other side, but that's okay. Okay, now we're going to go. And actually, I'm going to put that down just to make sure. And then, sorry, I'm going to lift. A lot going at the same time here. Let's get those big ults down. And now we're going to put down Comet to help. We get some heals over there. Oh, how did she still die? What's the point of you? Elowen failing me miserably. Actually, at this point, that's fine. Ai's done her job. She probably doesn't need to be in here anymore. We're just going to use Comet to kind of do the last, help with the last damage. Hopefully it's enough. Oh, he seems to be a little bit less health resistant. See the damage. This is definitely not going as smoothly as it had prior. That's a fact. This feels a lot shakier than it did, but we don't care. Honestly, what matters is can he do it? That's all that really matters. We can put you right in the middle, actually. Help give us some buffer. We'll run you three. Did you not? There we go. Keep those ults coming. Keep everyone alive. Like this is the biggest thing I see is that heal reduction. Lysier might be the best thing to come back in here with if you have a Lysier, because I still find that totem, that healing totem that he has, is still causing a ton of issue here. So why don't we put this over here? That'll help heal our Cyrus. I know that some of you won't have Cyrus. I get that. I get that this is a different team. This is a pretty accessible team when you really look at it. If you're trying to use Boreas, obviously he's someone that you have. That just makes sense that way. Elowen, you could have Vortex on this side. Obviously, instead of Comet, you can have Lysier. You can have Ai, as you saw I did for most of the battle. So now here's a question I've got. What do we do here? I think we need... I'm scared to take anyone off the battlefield to put her back down, but I feel like I have to. Oh, just killed him at the last second. Let's do everything we can. Stay alive, my buddy. Stay alive, my fine friend. No, he's gonna die. So, yeah, so he's still getting all these heals, and we can't stop it. So, even with this team, we cannot do what we had finished. I find that interesting. I find that very interesting. I find that very... Well, I mean, he can't do it with what he has. We're going to give it a second go. Can we, is it better? Let's swap it for Silas's gear, which will give him another, doesn't quite crit cap him, takes away some of his attack. Well, geez, that's a lot of attack to lose. But gives him another 100% crit damage. Is 11.9 enough? I don't think it is. Like, look at, he's only at 81 now. Gosh. I'm actually kind of shocked that he wasn't able to do it. I truly expected that he could do it. Let's give it another go. That truly shocks me. Let me know in the comments down below. What do you guys think? Is that, am I just being dramatic? Am I being a little drama queen? Because I feel like that's quite a difference. And I don't know if this gear, I got to see him hit someone. I didn't see those numbers. They flash up like 10k. That's not, no, 2k, 9. That's not enough damage. It's not enough damage. We can't even take my best gear because of how Silas works versus how he works. Wow. I mean, we look here, he's going to have another 30%, but another 100 attack. That might be better. 338 crit damage, 15183, still crit capped. Yeah, let's see if this does the trick. He's at 83k. That's not, I mean, that's a lot. This should be able to do it, right? I mean, I's not really built for damage. Maybe that's the other thing. Maybe we need to change her out to a damage build as well. Like, she's got 600 speed in this one. We can actually just steal that. We can just, so I think this will give us a little more damage on that left side. We'll see if this works. I'm actually kind of reeling. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm kind of reeling that didn't work. I'm kind of shocked that with the increased crit damage, the increased everything, that's not enough to beat this stage without the power dominance. I don't think it's gonna have a problem. Yeah, see, you saw those numbers. Those are 79k, not 7k. So that the attack threshold, I just need to make sure. I'm also kind of shocked that Ardeo wasn't kind of doing more. 13k. Really that much? All right, we're just going to wait for Dolores here. Probably pop her. The crazy thing to me is I thought we were actually handling it pretty darn well. And then suddenly we weren't. All right. We hit 50 with him. Let's take him out. And do that. And then get our day up the middle. And we should pop that. Some heals. I'm reeling a bit. I'm not gonna lie to you. I am reeling a little bit here. We're gonna put him down early. We'll just have to lift him whenever we want to use Elowen. Or whenever we want to use Hollow. Jesus, Laurel. This is how reeling I am. I don't even know whose names are what. I don't even know what game we're playing. What game are we playing? Is this Raid Shadow Legends? Why can't I go there? Oh, there's a nice thing there. Okay, I'm gonna wait till Comet's ult's done. Lift. Drop. Heal. Heal. I mean, why not? Let's just put everything. Leave no stone unturned. Okay, they're all on this side, so we'll probably need heals. Oh, God. Okay, he died. We'll get the heals there. We'll wait till the next round shows up. What we'll do is we'll probably pop the alts. Oh, it won't matter. Never mind. Okay, Hollow's all here. Keep her alive, please. Shoot! Again, that's probably where Hollow's no longer useful anyway, so I'm not that worried about losing her. Like, we're not getting that... I feel like we're not getting that block heal often enough. Is that me? Like, I feel like we should be getting a heck of a lot more than we are out of it. I also feel like we should be getting a heck of a lot more out of Ardea than we are. I'm almost thinking Silas might be the better option. But at this point, I'm like searching for answers as opposed to just getting this done with the exact same team, which is interesting, but also a bit of a pickle, you know? I think well, I don't know, because they keep getting those heals off. Get another round of those. This might be enough. I feel like healing is no longer doing what we need. can go 3 wide, so that'll help us. Anything to help us. Anything to help us. There's a point at which his totems no longer work, if I recall. I just don't know. Are we getting there? Like, this is where we struggle. This is where maybe I should keep my boy in. Yeah, see, so his totem, he wasn't able to put his totem down there. Is it because he doesn't have a mob to put it on? This is close. This is like, see, he's... We gotta keep him alive. Oh my God. Just keep him alive. Oh, our boy's doing it. Let's go. Oh, he took it. He took it. He took the heat. Okay. Off. There. Oh. Yeah. So, I think what I've proven is oh my God. That's I mean, that's a nerf, right? He's still doing the most damage. You know, I helped out quite a bit. I don't know what to say. I don't know what it feels like to me is I think you're better off with the old strat with Vierna. I gotta believe that Comet Vierna is probably going to be better than Boreas. I don't know. I'll do more testing. That's good for this video. I'm going to leave the conclusion up to you. What do you think? This is... You saw we actually put him in better gear. Now, we'll do one more thing. We'll turn the power of dominance back on. We'll run the auto fight because that'll have it what I have it. Oh, no. I didn't want the auto fight. Yeah, okay. And now. Sorry, my bad. We want to see it. I just want to see what the old fight looks like with the power of dominance enabled. Just to see, are we okay? For those of you who have already passed it and you're getting that 30% bonus stat, are we okay? I should have moved his gear back. That's my fault. I mean, it looks like you're going to be good. We're hitting 107, 300, 40, 800. There's a lot of damage coming in. Keep it in mind, this is actually a speed eye. You know what? This is not a true test. I want to be as accurate as I can. We're gonna quit battle. This will actually give, because you'll see the timings. If he's an issue, you'll see the timings prove that, because I don't normally drop Silas until there's like 2 mobs and the boss. So if you see Silas go down and there's more than that, that's gonna tell you just the how different it ends up being. So this is who we normally have as this team. That doesn't really matter. What matters is we're going to swap her gear, which I believe was sitting on Hex. Okay. And then we're going to... Oh, I should have kept in there. That's okay. And then we're going to grab the gear, Boreas' gear. Oh, Ardea's not in the right gear either. That's funny. Maybe that's why she's not doing so well. We'll swap her back to her proper gear too. If I even know what that is. Okay. Who has her gear? Might be. Do I have her at 83 crit though? Oh, something feels shady about that. Looks like we're gonna have to redo all our gear again. There's no way I intentionally leave her at 83. Crit rate, crit rate, crit rate, no crit rate, crit rate. We want this one. We want it with crit damage and sub of crit rate. I guess that's how we had her. Oh well. Well, she's at 87 now suddenly. Oh, because I switched. Right. Okay. Well, we're going to try this as it is. She's normally at 90, so obviously there's a stolen gear somewhere. It's fine. So let's go back here. Power dominance on. Auto fight. We're going to watch it, and we're going to see. I'm just going to see what this looks like. I think for many of us, this is going to be the case where, okay, he's been nerfed. It is what it is. I think the reality of it is we're going to be okay. I believe that's what it's going to be for those of us who have already passed it. For those of us who have not already passed it, it's going to be a pretty significant change, I think. And I also think Arena, which is what their intent was, I think Arena is going to be a lot different of a story now. We'll see for sure. Maybe we'll test it in this video. The video's getting a little long in the tooth. Don't care. We'll take as long as we need to. But yeah, he's clearing these way quicker. I think we're going to be fine here. I mean, I know we're going to be fine. Like, come on. 30% extra stats. There's no way they could have nerfed him enough. You know what I mean? As long as we don't get deaths here. I don't know about timings on ults to keep the support team alive. So far, the healing timing seems good. I mean, the extra stats help too. Yeah, see how many more people are still. Wow. I mean, Silas has dropped with 2. It's normally with 2. Now it was like a whole stack. But again, it looks like it's going to be an easy win now. Now Silas is going to mow through the boss here. That's why I use him in my speed runs. So yeah, and that's probably what's going to happen. It's not going to look as clean and crisp as it did before the adjustments. The reality is probably most of you are using him and have already passed it. You're going to be fine. For those of you who haven't, I'm feeling like Vierna, Comet, I think that combo, or Lassir in there for you know, you'd be able to stack heal debuff. I think those might be a way to go. I think Boreas is still usable, but I'm really concerned about what that looks like compared to what it looked like yesterday. For those of you who haven't already passed it, I think you're going to be looking at a different way. So, and you know what? It is what it is. We should probably test this. We'll do an auto fight again. Just to take a look again. This is him and his gear. This is the team. I use Boreas. The good news here is I don't need Boreas in this one. I can use Vierna is quite capable in this one in the exact same setup. I just used Boreas because he was a little bit quicker, a little bit cleaner. Does it mean that anymore? We'll see, right? I have no problem bringing Vierna back in. She my girl. She was the first kind of real wanted champion that I had, and so I don't mind. I don't mind simping. So we're going to see what happens here. Now, this is not the team I used to pass it, which is why I'm not doing the power of dominance change. I use the timings, and I really don't... I apologize, but I really don't want to do that. I'd rather use... This is what we use to get through this now that we have the power of dominance. I didn't use this to pass 21. And I'd have to swap a whole lot of gear for it. We just want to make sure that these champions are still able to do what they need to do. Like, he's a little sloppy. He's a little sloppy. Nah, yeah, we're just fine. That's fine. It honestly didn't change anything at all. You know, when you look at that, that did not change one iota. It's not 1 ounce different because I think Boreas was overpowering these champions already on Gear Raid 2. I think he's strong enough without it. I know Fastidious did a show where he had some pretty average gear on Boreas and still was able to do Gear Raid 2. So I think you're going to be fine for Gear Raid 2 if you're using them, especially if you've already passed in your power dominance. That's going to be fine. The last place we should check is the arena. That's the one place we really couldn't test in the other version, in the test server, because, you know, test server doesn't really have that sort of deal. You can already see, you can already see, where did Boreas go? I don't know. He seems to go away. I actually am not using Boreas on this one. I'm using, oh, you know what? I bet you Sargat's the one that has her gear. That's okay. I need some good gear. I need a good, do we use this? Yeah. I think that sounds good. We'll have to get something on her because I do use her in Gear Raid 3. Okay, so we don't use Boreas in this one. This is single target, so there's no point in showing this. For some reason, I thought it was AoE, but I knew that because I'm doing a Sarjak video. Soon. So I was testing him out, seeing what he was able or capable of. Interesting. Well, so we can't do arena today. That's fine. There's one more place we can do, and that's a Void Rift. But I'm not. Well, I don't know. Because I actually want to record this. I recorded the first set. I want to do a record all 3 clearances, so I can do a 3 videos for that. So I really don't want to use them here and waste. But keep an eye. We'll keep Boreas in the fight for our clearing of these channels, because this is where we use Boreas, right? This is if you engage here, that is not the team we use at all. Oh yeah, here he is. Boreas is here. Yeah, so this is the team we use. I'll find out soon enough, but I want to save that for another video. So why don't we just end it here? We saw it. We saw everything we needed to know. He's not Gear Raid 1. He's in a little bit of trouble. I think you might, if you have better options, if you have Vierna, if you have Comet, I think they're going to be better than Boreas is. If you have Boreas, that's who you got. I think you're going to want to have a second damage on the left side right away. You may even want to use Boreas as your backup. And like, if I were going to Gear Raid 121 today to try to clear it, and I had Boreas and I had Comet, I think I'd put Comet in my lead and use Boreas on the left side for the freeze, for the block heal, those sort of things. Speed him up considerably and at the cost of a bit of damage, and put Comet in my best damage gear. I think that's what I would do in this case, because I feel like Boreas, he just wasn't doing it. He just wasn't doing it the way he used to, and that's what they wanted. That's what they got. Gear Raid 2. I'll tell you right now, Gear Raid 2 is not going to be a problem. Fastidious has a video on it. Gear Raid 2, you're still going to be able to use Boreas. The arena, we'll see. Go Nightmare Void Rift. I'm a little bit concerned, but we'll see. I mean, I do have Comet, so that's good. I have an A2 Comet. Maybe we'll get an A3 Comet at some point. So, again, I might actually replace Comet in all my content that I use them in. And the reason why I might replace Boreas is because it's a lot of, for someone who's just kind of maybe, I don't think I need that max level and everything anymore. So I am probably gonna get my resources back on him. I think I will, and I think I'll put those resources into other champions. I've already got Comet maxed out, so it won't be him. I've already got her maxed out, but you can see there's a lot of dots here. There's a lot of champions, including I've been waiting to get some levels. I don't even know if I have to have levels on Twin Fiend, but I've been waiting to get levels on Twin Fiend before building out a new Nightmare 4 team to get that 50k, hopefully, knock on wood. So yeah, I got to be honest with you. I think it's time to move on from Boreas. I think he still can do, if that's who you have, I think you can do it with him, but I think it's made a lot tougher now. And I think that's what they wanted. So they got what they wanted, and I'm not going to bitch about it. I'm not going to cry about it. It's unfortunate because I thought he was a cool champion, and he's less cool now. But as long as they leave my Silas alone, I guess all is well. I don't know. I'm just rambling at this point. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you. Please be kind, be safe, and we'll see you in the next video.